What's going on, everybody? Godzilla Options here. Welcome to episode 2 of the Weekly Watch series. Before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment at any point if you have questions, and we'll do our best to get an answer to you. If you're a newcomer, here's how this works. We're going to be looking at a few setups that we're watching in our Discord. We're going to go over the entry and exit levels, as well as showing you the charts of those exact same stocks. Today, I am joined by none other than Smart Trades. He's a regular in our Discord for calling out fire setups during the day. He has a few stocks that he likes next week that he's going to be going over. First, let's go over last week's watch list for the winners and losers. FDX was first on our list, and I was looking for a 2-2 reversal on the weekly, and we got it late in the week on Friday. That shooter candle on Wednesday on the daily kind of told us the story of what we could expect to happen on Thursday. With Bank of America, BAC, I was looking for a sell-off after that monster move up 2 weeks ago with the outside bar due to earnings, and that ended up happening. We went 2 down. On the week, we had a winner. With Wells Fargo WFC, I was looking for the same sort of move that we saw with Bank of America. That didn't happen. This one was a loser. With NVIDIA, NVDA, we were looking for a breakout of the inverse head and shoulders. It hasn't happened yet, so this isn't a winner or a loser just yet. Microsoft, MSFT, we were looking for a move past the previous week's inside bar, and we wanted to see if there was going to be support for a larger move up. Instead, we got rejection and a move back down early on in the week, and that was a winning play there. With Tesla, TSLA, we were looking for a 2-2 continuation just to show it had a heartbeat. We got a small move upward on the weekly. If you ended up getting into that play, it was definitely a winner for a good $5-6 move. Well, 4 out of 6 ain't too bad. I hope you were able to make some money with us. Okay, let's get into the setups. First on the list is CVS. Ticker is CVS. It's really been struggling since the beginning of December, and there is a possible setup in the works called the Pivot Machine Gun on the weekly. We have 6 consecutive weeks of making lower lows and lower highs, so this setup is ripe for the market makers to push price back up very quickly, just to start triggering sell orders at people's stop losses, which I marked here at the white lines. Also, look right below the previous week's low at this blue line. We have a lot of potential here for a double bottom, and earnings is in about 3 weeks. The last move up happened around the same time before earnings, just food for thought. We have an area with a lot of resistance around 93.50, so that would be my first price target if we do end up seeing the 2-2 reversal. My weekly entry would be if price gets over 90.56. There's a possibility that if we hit the double bottom and it acts as strong support to get into any upside move on that weekly entry as well, I'd be looking for the first 2-2 upside reversal on the daily chart. That's where we would take out the previous day's high. And that's this green line here. If that happens this coming Monday, my entry would be over $87.49. Next up is Amazon, ticker AMZN. It finished last week as a failed 2-up hammer, which means the buyers stepped in to drive the price back up. That buying happened right around the 50% fib level of the previous week. Let's see if we can get time frame continuity in our favor this coming week for an upside trade if the month and the week stay above their respective openings. Of course, let it open Monday and see if the week and day remain in time frame continuity to the upside. It's already turned into an outside month with December's low and high already being exceeded. And technically, the 2-2 monthly upside reversal was triggered 2 weeks ago. But notice how it dropped back below the previous month's high last week, and the buyers brought it right back up to the same level. I'm looking to see if the buyers are still there this coming week. My only concern is that we are at the top of this broadening formation, so do we see range expansion or resistance for a drop back inside? I'm waiting for an entry over 99.32 with a price target of 103.79 if we do see a continued upward move. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Smart Trades for his top 3 stocks on watch this coming week.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the first stock of the top 3 in the watch list. This is starting off with PayPal. Let's start with a quick look at the monthly chart on PayPal. We did go 2 down, 2 up on the month. It's been on a continuing downtrend for PayPal, but at the same time, this almost looks like it could be a dead cat bounce. If you see it kind of from here, it went all the way up, it came all the way back down, but now do we see a move back up over here towards the 50-day moving average, which is the blue line here, at 132.99, or do we drift further lower? Let's take a look here at the weekly. So here we are at the weekly chart for PayPal. I drew this little channel out for you guys. Notice how when we went 3-2 down here in February, in the beginning of February, we went 3-2 down, and it's just been kind of trading inside of this channel ever since then. If you notice, we went to the top, made an outside bar, we came straight back down to the bottom, kind of tried to go over this yellow line, which is my 8 EMA line over here. We finally went to the bottom, touched back up to the top, and then it's just been kind of making lower highs over here at the top of the channel. So that to me kind of looks like it could be getting set up for a move back down to test the bottom of the channel again, or at least to this level here. So here's what I'm thinking on PayPal for the week to watch. If it goes 3-2 to the downside, your entry would be here 75.90. Let's try to target 71.17 and then possibly 68.45 as your targets down, because after that you pretty much have no more support. You have to go way back to find support. For the upside, if it does go 3-2 to the upside, look for targets. Entry would be here at 80.75, and then you have targets at 84.13 and 86.32, and then also the last level you would watch out for is 89.32 if it makes it that high. But I'm actually kind of thinking, because it's at the top of the channel making lower highs each time, I think if it breaks below the 8 EMA and goes 3-2 down, we have more room to the downside for a bigger magnitude on the week, I think. So that's my take on it. That's PayPal. Hey, this is a MU that we're looking at here. One of the top 3 for the weekly watch list for next week. What we're looking at, let's start off by looking at the monthly, like always. If you see here, it went 2 down, 2 up, and starting to come back down with decreasing volume as well. And also it kind of looks like it's trying to form a bit of a bear flag here. If you can see it coming down. And here's that little flag that it's trying to form. And down here you also have the green line, which is your 200-day moving average. It's currently sitting at this gray line, which is the 100-day moving average, and the blue line is the 50-day moving average. So it's kind of stuck in that range on the monthly. But let's take a quick look at the weekly chart, because it's the weekly watch list. Here I drew out a nice little channel that it's been trading in. As you can see, every time we get to the top of the channel, it tries to come right back down over here. And this yellow line right here is my 8 EMA line. You can tell that it's been struggling to kind of get over it, which it finally did over here. But the problem is it made an outside bar right here at the top of the channel. What I'm looking for is a drop back down, possibly. And what I would target is the following. If it does go 3-2 expansion to the upside, your entry would be here at 58.60. Then targeting, price target 1 would be 60.32, then 61.33 level, and then finally 64.22 as a final level, which is your 100-day moving average. This is your 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average as well. The one thing to note to the upside. Every time it gets to the 200-day level right here, it gets denied. So it tries to break above it, it doesn't, it comes back down. Tries to break above it, it doesn't, it comes back down. I think it might at some point try to do it one more time, but I doubt it might, or we'll see if it does or doesn't. But I would love for it to go 3-2 down, because that gives you a bigger magnitude on the way down. If it goes 3-2 down, your entry would be 55.28 for a put entry. The next target would be 53.26. After that, 51.34, and then finally $50 or 49.55 as a final target. Because below that, you can try to target 48.50 if you want, but I think $50 is a pretty good profit target for the week. That's it for MU. Hey everybody, what's up? Our next stock on the list for the weekly watch is Starbucks. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. So let's first look at the monthly chart, like we always do. We can see that it kind of gave it a little dead cat bounce here, went up, came down, back to this level. It's trying to make its way back up with a 2 up continuation from the break of the 3 over here, 3-1-2 up. I think it's going to retest this double barrel 3 bars at the top over here. Eventually sometime this month. Will it get there next week? I don't know. So let's go take a look at the weekly chart. So here we are on Starbucks weekly chart. As you can see, I have drawn out this nice little upward channel that it's been tightly trading in on the weekly. So it kind of goes back from May 2nd of 2022. It's been just trading inside of a channel, making its way slowly up. So it gets up to the top, comes back down to the bottom, goes back up to the top, finally again to the bottom. Tries to break out a little bit here, gets stuck at the 200-day moving average, which is the green line, comes right back up to the top. Nope, denied, comes right back down. This yellow line here is my 8 EMA trend line. Some people use a 9. I like to use 8 as personal preference. So here's what I'm thinking. Because we are at the top of this channel, I always love to look for 3s at the top of the channel, because if it goes 3-2 down, you have a bigger magnitude for the week. But if it does go 3-2 expansion to the upside, you can enter in at 107.60 for the call entries, and then the targets would be 109.70 for profit target 1, 112.40 area for profit target 2, and then 114.81 for profit target 3. To the downside, if it goes 3-2 expansion to the downside, which is what I want, look for a put entry under 103.89 as your put entry. The first profit target would be 101.17. Second profit target would be 98.05, let's just say, for the psych level. Then after that, 96.43 would be the next level on the week, and then you would just have to find the next level down once it breaks that. But yep, for now, those are the profit targets. Don't forget, for the week, the 15-day moving average sits over here at 92.89, so that's why I'm thinking that it might go 3-2 to the downside for the week, because all the moving averages are actually down here. So if the algos are looking out for moving averages, the 50-day sits right here at 92.89. The 200-day moving average sits here at 86.38. So I'm looking for more downside for Starbucks. Let's see what next week holds.
That's going to wrap up this edition of the Weekly Watch. Make sure you join our free trading Discord with the link in the description field to get intraday strat setups with our custom bots. Also remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that bell to get notified when we drop another video. Happy trading!